So guys, Tech Tony here at Pathfinder Digital Marketing. We're going over some Google ad policies for this video. And for this video, we're going over prohibited practices, primarily abusing the Google ad network. Now, there's a lot of things here that you would think were straightforward and no black and white, but there is some black and white. In fact, we'll cover one of those topics here coming up in this video. But the primary reason is read them, try to understand them as well. Even me as a digital marketer, every once in a while, some of these rules I look at are questionable. Sometimes you will get your ads unapproved or limited use type of deal. It's patience and it's learning the Google Ads network and understanding, for lack of a better term, this Bible that we abide by. So the miscellaneous, now one of the biggest things that you want to take care of is a miscellaneous or unwanted software. This is probably one of the biggest things that hit a lot of websites, especially websites that get compromised. Now, in the description down below, as usual, I'll have the URLs and links to everything I'm showing on the screen. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to hit me up in the comments or hit me up on Twitter at TechTony. Now, miscellaneous or unwanted software also falls under malware as well. And you will see that your ads won't run if you have malware on your website. Google doesn't want to put users at any sort of risk when they use a search network. If you want to see a good example of that, there's a restaurant that I tried to help out. Sadly, they didn't take my advice. And what they ended up having was on the search network, they had an unsecured, or this site may be hacked, marking in the search result with their website. Link to that video down below if you want to see that in better details. Primarily, when they were running ads, and when you clicked on their website, it took you to a site that sold Viagra. Obviously, that isn't what they were looking for. So with that, please watch your websites. You should have a webmaster or someone keeping your website up to date, keeping it safe, making sure there's no malware, anything suspicious on your website, or your ads. At the very least, your webmaster, the person you have in charge of your ads, should be checking out where those links are going. When someone clicks on it, where they're headed off to. So this is probably one of the few areas of Google Ads that there's really no excuse to have that, unless you just have a lazy webmaster. Really. The unfair advantage, this is a pretty interesting law that I learned about because this has to do with promoting the same or similar content from multiple accounts or the same similar queries. So what that means is you'll hire me and you'll hire another company to advertise the exact same product, go to the exact same landing page. You can't do that. Trying to show more than one ad at a time for your business app or site, you shouldn't be doing that. It's called the unfair advantage law. Google does take this extremely seriously as well. Obviously, it takes all these policies seriously, but some of these can get you banned or removed from the search network. That's your website will be removed. And once that happens, I mean, what are you going to do? Go to Yahoo or Bing? Yeah, they work, but not as well as Google. Circulating systems, even for me, this is a little bit questionable. It has to do with cloaking, or making your site trying to misspell words that are not allowed, or prohibited words or phrases. Normally things along the line of pornography, things like that. They're really bad things. You're trying to sneak your ads and websites in front of people that really shouldn't be seeing them. This stuff shouldn't be up online. It has to do a little bit with misrepresentation of the language of the website as well, and not translating over properly. That's called cloaking. Not one of the best practices you should be doing with your website. Again, it does take this very seriously, and again, you could end up getting your site permanently removed from the Google search network as well. Now, what's really neat, and I'll leave a link to this as well, I won't be going over too much in this video, but there are webmaster guidelines that you should be following. My company and my webmaster, we do follow these guidelines because we're trying to avoid as many problems as possible when working with our clients on their online presence and their online reputation, which is more important. I will leave a link to this in the description as well. Send these over to a webmaster. Make sure your website is practicing these guidelines, or you could suffer from some pretty serious consequences from Google, things you just don't want to have to deal with. For more questions and concerns, I'm Tech Tony. Have yourself a great day.